Thursday Night Live tarot readings. Just uploaded a video. I want to make sure that it uploaded okay. Pardon me while I check my video. I'm sure this is great stream live content. Checking my videos that I just uploaded. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So waiting for people to join, by the way. We just did a couple of catch-up readings because last night I was not feeling exactly the best. So today I'm feeling much better. So we'll find out who joins here. So, okay, that looks good. And go to Kickstarter, and Kickstarter is a dud as always. Haley, welcome. Sid Foley, hello. Mom Bear, good evening to you as well. Jade Mystic, hey, how are you? I'm trying to figure out why this is not as tack sharp as I would like it. Okay, hey D, how's it going? Normally Kim, what are you abnormally, Kim? You're normally Kim, and you're abnormally Sid Foley, maybe. I wonder, it could be. I'm doing fine, Sid. Thank you so much. I appreciate the concern there. I'm doing better, doing much better. Everything is much better today than it was. That teaches me not to forget my medications. Forgetting medications is never a good idea. Joe, welcome. It's so good to see you. And Heidi, how's it going? Jen, all right. Okay, see, now Jen comes in fresh, right? Jen comes in and says, what's up with a haunted house? And I wanted to get to this last night because I love that stuff. Brianna, thank you so much for joining us. I saw your note, Brianna. Sorry there was no sound there, but I don't remember what I said. Hey, if I'm right, or if we can imagine that I'm correct every time, I mean, that's, you know, that works for me. I can be talked into it. I can be talked into it. Rita, hello. Lay, are these readings free? Well, I'm glad that you asked because there is no list. Donations take priority and then I pick at random. So if you want to see like 500 free readings, they're all over the channel. And mornings are pretty slow. Mornings are nice and slow. And those are where I can get more readings. But if there's a lot of donations, you got to do donations first. Otherwise, people will be mad. The Night Reader. Okay, so anyway, I want to do Jen Knowles' Haunted House. I love stuff like that. Any question that's unusual, I'm all over that like a cheap suit. That's a 1950s quote, I think. So what is the haunted house? Is there something other? Okay. Is my house haunted? See, right out of the gate, you got to get something like this in. Is my house haunted? That is good stream material right there. If you want a world-class stream, you do those. You do those. Where's my wine glass? That would be a good horror question. It really would. What is a good deck for a haunted house? You know what? We have a new deck today. Not literally a new deck, but we have a deck without a box. And I was going to show the box, and I was all excited to bring this out, and now I can't find the box. So that's great. Anyway, this is Baba Studio, by the way. Baba Studios Bohemian Gothic. It is always nice. Mom Bear, you found it already? I didn't even get a chance to read. Maureen says hello from Ottawa. Well, hello back from Texas. Readings for entertainment purposes. That's right. Never make decisions based upon what a random, handsome, fluffy Virgo says on YouTube. So my Lenormand deck is estimated to be here in 2 weeks, and I am hyped because it looks stunning. Some of the cards in there, I'm like, oh, this looks stunning. Now, before you see it, I did not paint it. I just got free images and I ran it through a paint filter. Why? Because I spent 3 years on the Echoes of Nature. So I'm not going to spend 3 years on another deck. I'm going to spend a few hours on another deck. So, you know, it's just nice and relaxed. See how that goes. So look at this. We have a haunted deck right here. Haley, it's welcome from Haley, the additional fluffy Virgo on the channel. And Amanda, hello from Buffalo, New York. Amanda says, hello back from Texas. And Anna, hello. Everyone is here. We're hanging out. I bought a doll from the secondhand store. Does it have a spirit in it? You know you're supposed to pay extra when they have spirits in them, right? So when you buy a doll, you need to ask at the counter, does this have a spirit in it? And they're going to add $5 extra. All right. So if you paid the spirit fee, it could have a spirit in it. But we'll find about the haunted house. The 10 of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles. Ooh. See, we have good graphics on this. We can just, you know. Can I get my reading today, please? Nomad Trees, you have a video on my channel. If you were subscribed, Nomad Trees, you'd get a subscription and that little bell. You'd get a thing that goes ding, and it has Nomad Trees in the title. It just uploaded it. Spirit is always extra. Sid knows. Sid knows. So anyway, I think you do have something there. I don't think it's an active spirit. I think you do have some things that happened in the house a while back. Before I start saying that, is this a house they just built or something? Is this, what am I walking into here? Is this a house they just built, or is this one of those old creaky houses where you walk up the stairs and you can hear it like 5 rooms away? Let us know. Let us know. Can I catch a ghost in a jar? It has to be a conical jar only to catch the ghost. And you have to, you can't cross the beams. You can't cross the beams when you're trying to catch the ghost. So anyway, I do think that you have something there. I do think you have something there. I don't think it's, see, only a Legend of Zelda. Which Legend of Zelda was that? So I do think that you have something there. There's something interesting there. I think something is sort of watching over the place almost. So you have something that's watching over the place, or someone that's watching over the place. And they have good reasons for watching over the place. I don't think they're watching over you, or I don't think they're watching for you or watching over you, or I don't think it's any protective spirit or anything. I think somebody's there that watches over the place and makes sure the place is okay. And they think that that's their job and that's where they need to be. And it's important for them to be there. It's important for them to be there because they've always been there. So you do have something there. I don't think it's coming to haunt you or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, you do have the Death there. And then we have the 7 of Cups as well. I think that it's not going to leave anytime soon, but I don't think it's going to be bothersome. I don't think it's going to be something that's just irritating or anything like that. So there's just, I see someone protecting the place. They feel like they need to protect it. It's their job. That's what they do. And they lived there before, and they really cared for the house, and something that they need to be around and care for continually. And they're not really moving on as they should. So that's what I see for that. Haley Crawford, CM, hello. How is it going? Welcome. All right. Amanda Cole is doing something. What's Amanda Cole doing? Oh, Ocarina of Time. You know what Nintendo needs to release is a cartridge converter that I can plug into my Switch that will play DS games. I wrote them and nobody wrote back. So they probably laughed at my idea, but it's a good idea. It is a good idea. You have to admit, a cartridge converter from DS to the Switch, I think would be amazing. Fits what I know of the previous owner. Oh, you knew the previous owner? Did they die? Did they say protect my house and then they like passed out and died or anything? Or like, what's going on here? So Nomad Trees, what's coming for the single lady? Already did Nomad Trees. House is haunted. It could be. It could be. That is one spooky deck. Indeed it is. I'm searching for more questions. If you have a question, post it in chat while I drink the water. Rita, how will my YouTube channel work out? Did they die in a house? Well, I don't know. I think legally, if somebody dies in a house, you're supposed to be notified, right? Aren't you? Is it supposed to be notified? So, all right. Rita S. RS, how will my YouTube channel work out? Well, I hope this is positive, because that would kind of stink if I told you it'd be terrible. Let's see. You know, the Edmund Dulac Tarot would be great for this. Sid Foley was saying, we need to do the Dulac. We need to do the Dulac early. We need to do the Dulac early. Well, will I get back with my ex? Huh. All right. We're going to do the Dulac and find out for old Edmund exactly what's happening with your YouTube channel. Because Edmund knows. Edmund, even though he was born in like the early 1900s, he knows YouTube. He knows YouTube. And he knows if your channel is going to work out or not. So we'll find out about that. Haunted, they have to tell you. Oh, is that only in certain states? So if you're in Texas and it's haunted, they don't have to tell you? That kind of stinks. I mean, I would think I would want to know during the close, at least during the closing process, that it was haunted. Okay. So let's find out about that and move to the do like and find out about your YouTube channel. So you know, that is interesting. I do think that you're in for a lot of work. I think you're in for a lot of work. So have you already sort of started this yet? Let's find out. So we're going to the YouTube channel. It's a good idea. Did they die in a house? I'm still searching for the YouTube channel question. It's from the 50s, etc. Lisa, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. I'm still trying to find out where the person is that wanted to know about the YouTube channel. That was Rita S, right? Rita S wanted to know about the YouTube channel. Still scrolling. Rita S, there we go. So Rita S, let me see how your YouTube channel looks. We're going there right now. Rita S has no videos. Okay, so it looks like you need to get started, it looks like. So let's look for the YouTube channel. The Ten of Swords points to you have a lot of work ahead of you, which now makes sense because you don't have any videos. You do have a lot of work ahead of you. There is a bit of a delay as far as you're concerned with getting a bunch of that stuff done. I think you're trying to over-prepare. It's almost like you're trying to over-prepare. You're trying to get everything perfect the first time. I think you're trying to you want to come out of the gate. You want to come out of the gate being absolutely perfect and flawless and have this beautiful video and have everything prepared and everything's great. And, you know, the light shines from the sun down onto the YouTube videos and everything glows magically and you're just having a fun time. I think you're over-preparing. I think that you're over-preparing. You should just get something out there. Just pop out your phone like I did, like everybody does. Pop out your phone and just make some videos. So the Ten of Swords says over preparation. It's just too much, right? Ten of Swords is that overkill feel. It's just going to be a bit too much. And you know, it's not really that much involved with that. Second thing is that I think that you have some challenges ahead of you because the space that you're trying to use is not the optimal space. Lisa, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We will do that pretty soon. But I think that your space is not optimal. I think you need a better space. I think the space that you're using is either cramped or it's not good. It has bad lighting. There's something about it that's not very good that you could optimize better. And I believe that you can do that and sort of move into that space and be much better. I think that you're going to be upset that nobody watches the videos. So there is that awkward period to where nobody watches your videos. And if you go to Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv, and you look and you sort by the number of viewers and do it ascending. So you see the 0 viewers, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people streaming games, streaming tarot, streaming everything with nobody watching. And I think that's going to be demoralizing for you, but it shouldn't. You should be making content for your enjoyment. You should be making content because it's fun and it's something. If it feels like work and nobody's watching, that combination is going to kill you. It's just going to kill your channel immediately. You're never going to get started. So if nobody's watching, that's okay. Join the crowd. Join the crowd. When I made my videos, I made them specifically for reading people on not Facebook, but it was a forum back then. But and those were the only people that watched my channel. So that's the way it goes sometimes. You have to get over that and move on for that. But I think if you can move on for that and move out of that, I think you're going to be okay. Just you know, get a better space, don't over prepare, and be prepared for not a lot of activity to begin with. You're not going to burst out of the gate and have 1 million viewers. So they only watch video games. Could be. Twitch has a lot of stuff going on. I really like Twitch. I watch that too much. I read and I watch Twitch. That's my life. That is my life. Lisa, can I trust a person? Well, now, that's straight to the point. Let's find out. LN, can I trust this person? Well, you've been worried about them. I assume you have some level of trust, right? This fluffy Virgo assumes that you have some level of trust because you're worried about them in the first place. A good trusting deck, by the way, I'm thinking would be The Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore. Well, no, Barbara Moore wrote the text. I mean, come on. So, yeah, we have the Mickey Jensen's. Barbara Moore hires, I believe she hires, the best artists. You have the best artists. By the way, the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot was announced, and I pre-ordered it. Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Eugene Smith drew it too. Eugene Smith draws the best tarots. He draws the best tarots. I'm just saying. Only heard of Twitch. I get motion sick while watching others playing. Well, good news. Good news. It's not all video games. You can go on there for ASMR. You can go on there for tarot. They got tarot reading. They got psychics. They got astrology. They got people doing art, people making painting. If you like painting, if you like digital drawing, we got a lot of stuff going on there. There's an endless supply of stuff. There's one guy who hitchhiked around the world for Twitch. It was called Hitch TV. Still got all his videos out there. He doesn't do it now. He's taking a break, but he hitchhiked around the world. How cool is that? And he filmed it. The whole thing is on Twitch. Isn't that weird? It's so cool to watch. It's so fascinating to see people react to him. Anyway, so Amanda Cole, something about a dumbass. Amanda Cole says a cancer ruined any. Well, good job. Okay, Amanda. Yeah, you gotta chill out with that. You gotta move on. So anyway, can I trust this person? Let's find out. Justice is probably not the best thing. The Sun and Temperance reverse are probably not the best. I'm going to say no. This is for entertainment purposes only. Never take what a random dude on YouTube says to be factual. I'm just saying, never ever make decisions based upon a random dude on YouTube. But if you were to make a decision, I would make a decision that this person may not be able to be trusted. So let's find out why. Let's sort of dig into this a bit more and figure out. Haley remembers the hitchhiker guy. Yeah, there you go. So the Nine of Wands, I think that they have some support in whatever venture they're trying to do. I think they have a specific venture in mind. And the venture in mind, they have some support for it. I don't think a lot of that support could be your support. It could be your support. I think it's more of their support. So they have support behind whatever they're doing, and it may not be something that's going to be beneficial to you in the long run. So you do have sort of a conflicting goals with that as well as Justice says they're trying to sort of balance things out, because I think they're sort of they're not seeing things go their way in certain respects. But I think it's going their way in a few. And when it goes their way, I don't think it's really going to be going your way. So you have that back and forth between Justice and this balance thing. Maybe it's a bit unbalanced, and it's unbalanced, maybe not in your favor. So I'm not sure what's going on with all this. Okay. All right. So the Sun upside down, Temperance upside down sort of says, maybe this person doesn't have people's best interests in mind. Maybe the bit of the imbalance is pointed by Temperance as well, with that imbalance being upside down. You have a couple of imbalances that I really don't like seeing, and the Sun upside down is sort of casting this dark shadow amongst the other cards as well. So the Nine of Swords being sort of that suspended on blades things means you need to sort of walk, by the way, I know that's obscured by chat, moved over here, but it means you need to walk carefully, or you need to sleep carefully, or you need to be careful basically around this person. There's a lot of indicators that you need to use caution when you approach the situation, and you need to sort of make sure that things are going to be in your favor. Don't agree to anything excuse me, that is not going to be in your favor, or anything that you don't feel right about. I think your intuition is going to be very strong here, and it's going to be a good tool for you to use to figure out, how things are going to go, basically. So anyway, that's what I said. Again, don't make trust. By the way, if you're watching this and you're the person that can't be trusted, this is for entertainment purposes only. So Lisa wants to know if X and I will reconcile. We have the double Lisa reading. We have LN, we have LM. Will my X and I reconcile? Well, I hope so, unless they're just a terrible bad person. Unless they're like the person we just read about. If they're that person, maybe no. Let's see, Dolly Tarot. Yeah, I'm not doing Dolly Tarot. I'm excited about so many tarots. You have no idea how excited I am about tarot. By the way, my Lenormand deck is coming. And the Echoes of Nature, I gave the printer money today. So this is literally being printed. It will be available on my Etsy shop. Go search Etsy, and you'll find my shop. It's empty. Well, no, it's not empty. It does have a tarot reading on there, but I'm not sure why anybody would want my tarot reading from Etsy when you can just get it here. But anyway, that said, we want to know if the X is coming back or not. The Light Seers Tarot, everyone loves this. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to throw all of my other decks away. I'm going to throw all of my other decks away and use the Light Seer Tarot from now on. Hasty Vaya, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Tatiana wants to know, may I please donate to PayPal? I do not have a PayPal. I'm sorry. I don't have a PayPal. I could invoice you. I can invoice you from another service, from Square. Square Up has been around forever. If you want that. I mean, if you want a private reading, just like hit me up. Hit me up. And by the way, private reading right there. Okay. So private readings are $30 for 20 minutes. You can spend one-on-one time with me and ask me as many questions as you want, as fast as you want. And I will give you in-depth and as much detail as I can possibly pull out. So I love detail. I think when you're doing a reading, you need detail. That's my opinion. My opinion. What currency is that? I have no idea. Anyway, so let's go back to the Light Seers Tarot and turn that off. There we go. Cool. So that is the Light Seers Tarot, by the way. So I did remove the thank you card from my deck. I removed it. I'm sorry. You do not get the thank you card. Instead, you get a better card. But this was a thank you card that I put in there. But you know, I was thinking, I don't want to use that card space to put a thank you card. I'd rather write a thank you outside of the deck and have you have another card, because I want you to have as many cards as you can get, because you paid money. I want you to have value. That's my thing. I want you to have value. That's been my thing from the start. All right. Okay. See, YouTube account may need to adjust your settings. So it's available. Okay. Some countries don't allow you to do super chat, oddly. So be aware of that. Some countries do not do that. Oh, Indian rupees. How cool. Oh, John, I didn't see you come in. Thank you, John, for hanging out. I appreciate you joining tonight. And Alexandria, welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Hecate's Crossing, hello. I'm sure that you'll use your other decks. Yeah, well, I will. Hecate's Crossing and Tarot Magician is here. Yay, Tarot Magician. I'm doing fantastic. How are you? So looking at, will the X and you reconcile? Two of Cups, the Fool, basically yes, the Five of Cups and the Hermit. I think you'll reconcile, but not for long. Anyway, let me get a drink of water and we will move on to some more details. So Sid already noticed the Three of Swords, dead center of this reading. So it is a beautiful card deck, but it has bad news. Lisa, it has bad news for the other Lisa. I know this Lisa got good news, but this other, well, no, both Lisas kind of get bad news. Okay, anyway, so the Fool comes up. It does. And John, you see me shuffle. You see my shuffle. I pull cards out of random spots. I don't pull cards off the top. It just go like that. So I think you will reconcile. Yes, I think that you will reconcile. And I think that this person is not really willing to reconcile quite yet. I think that there is a time to where they're sort of trying to find other people, basically. I don't think the other people will work out quite as good as they hoped. I do think that they'll find someone, and I do think that they're going to be involved with this person for a bit, and the person is going to be the jealous type, so they're really not going to be able to contact you as far as that's concerned, but that's how it goes, you know, when you do all that. So the Two of Cups does say that you will reconcile, but it's going to be a bit of a delay. You're going to just spontaneously call this person, I think. You're going to have a situation where you need some information, and you call this person and you're trying to figure out the information. You don't really want to reconcile at that point. At this point, the reconciliation is sort of off the board for you, if that makes sense. But suddenly, this conversation sort of goes in that direction. The conversation goes in that direction a bit. And the first thing that you say is, why is the camera doing the green screen flicker thing? Okay, now it's fixed. So the first thing you're going to say is, you know, let's talk about this other thing. And then they're going to sort of bring up reconciliation. I think you're actually going to go through a reconciliation process. It's going to be fairly quick. I think it's going to be fairly quick. Will you stay together? No. I think the same situation, the same problems that you've had before are going to come back up. I don't think those are quite resolved. I don't think you're in a situation to where everything is fixed. Everything is fixed. But at the end, I believe that you're just going to bail on the relationship and not going to be there. We have the Five of Cups followed by the Hermit, which pretty much points us to that you're going to bail on the relationship. Queen Libra, hello. How's it going? I greatly appreciate it. The subscription there. Mom Bear, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So, but I mean, yeah, I think you're just going to bail from the relationship. I don't think the problems that you started with, the problems that you inherited, the problems that you moved into are resolved. I don't think that they're resolved, and I don't really think that you take any precautions to resolve those before you get back in. So the same problems occur again, and surprise, surprise, you break up yet again because you haven't really solved anything to begin with, right? That's like if the car is broken down and you don't get it fixed, the next time you get into the car and you try to start it, it doesn't start. Why doesn't it start? Because you didn't fix the car. That's basically what I'm seeing. So, yeah, if you want it to last, you really sort of have to fix the problems that caused it to end in the first place. And I think that would be a good first step if you want it to last. I really don't think that you want that to be a permanent thing once you sort of get back into that. But that's, just general purpose reading there. I hope everything works out. Mom Bear wants to know about the green screen? No, Mom Bear wants to know about a general reading. All right, MB. General reading, please. We'll try that. So, well, this person can't donate. By the way, there is no list. Donations take priority unless you're in a country that doesn't let you do donations. If so, I apologize. I don't really have anything else set up. If I was smart, I would have a PayPal account. And I would say, sure, go to my PayPal and PayPal. And then I'd love to give you a reading. But I'm not smart. So let's move on. Let's see, please have reading. Okay, about Mom Bear. General reading. Tarot says, I'm listening. Not really sure what that is, but sure. I think that we're onto the green screen because Sid Foley has asked about the green screen. Oh, the green screen works better when chroma key is enabled. And I just disabled it because it was making a flicker. So let me re-enable it. There we go. That's much better. That looks much better when it's actually enabled. Oh, it's like magic now. So I do want to get the Thoth. Thoth would be a fantastic one for this. All right. I have to see exactly what I'll need and wait for some money to come in. PayPal's a great idea. Yeah, it is a great... If I was smart, I'd have a PayPal. I tell you what. I'll open a PayPal this weekend. My super chat got skipped. Oh, Hasty, you're correct. Oops. I apologize, Hasty. I do apologize. I did not scroll sufficiently. So we're going to do Hasty's, and we're going to have the cloth upside down, apparently. So Hasty wants to know what M. Libra Sun's next moves towards me is. Let's find out. Sorry about that, Hasty. I was a bit hasty myself there. Towards me. What is M. Libra's Sun's next move towards me? For this one, I like the art. We're not ending soon. There we go. I think we are all right. Insufficient scroll. I'm saying whatever tarot says, I'm listening. There we go. Zebra Canadian Dream. Hey, how is it going? PayPal is indeed easy to set up. How to set up a private reading? Lisa, I'm glad you asked. Private readings are on the other screen. Let's go to the other screen so we can see the private reading. So private readings are $30 for 20 minutes. Email me in that right there. So there's my email. And if you can't see the email later or you can't find it, it's also in the description. So email me and we'll set something up and I will bill you through Square Up. Square Up has been around forever. They're the ones with that little iPhone connection thing to where you can scan cards at psychic fairs. So you can take credit cards at psychic fairs with Square Up. And that's where I started using those because I could take credit cards at Psychic Fairs, which gets you a lot more business, by the way. I'm just saying. So we'll go back to the green screen and figure out what is happening here. All right, we got that. Look at that. That looks nice. I love this deck. It's so pretty. So pretty. There we go, in the description. So, Hasty, what is M. Libra's son's next move towards me? The Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It seems that they're moving from a place of not wanting to deal with you, or it seems that they're moving from a place of disinterest almost, to where they don't really know what to do in some circumstances, but they do want to do something. So I think they're sort of in a planning stage almost, a stage to where they're trying to sort of jump into something, but they just don't know how to do it, or they're afraid that they're going to make a fatal mistake. Not literally fatal, but they're going to make a big mistake with that. So they're trying to figure out how that goes. So the Ten of Wands says they're overburdened at the moment. Again, trying to overthink it, trying to figure out the best approach, basically, at the moment. So whatever happened between you that caused this delay or caused the overburdening, they're still sort of recovering from it. They're still sort of moving past it. And it's going to be important to them to figure out what to do next before they do it, because they feel that if they make a mistake, if they don't do things properly, then it's not going to be the best solution, not going to be the best situation. I do think they'll figure it out. Basically, they'll figure it out very soon. I don't think it's going to be a long time, not months, not weeks or anything like that. So I believe that you're sort of looking at, I would say, maybe a week max before they do make a move. The Ace of Wands points to that activity, that fire that we have within that. And I do think that they'll be making some communication. And I think it's going to be fairly direct, right? The Three of Swords, I think the communication is going to be extremely direct. They're going to be like, lay it out on the table, literally like on those tarot cards, lay it out on the table. They're going to say, here's the problem I have, and here's how we're going to fix this. I don't think they're going to be subtle at all. I think it's going to be straight up. They're going to bring in the law and just lay it down and say, here's what I think, here is what's happening, and here is the resolution we need to come to, or here's, how much I hate this situation, or here's how much I need to fix this, or something like that, something to that effect. So the Three of Swords says that's not going to be blunt at all. That's the breakup card. That's the bad news card. That's a very sharp communication, or a very direct communication. So when you pull the Three of Swords, by the way, you're in a love relationship. Obviously, you're looking at a breakup, some problems, some things not going right. But when you're looking at people talking to you, so what is their next move? What is their next communication? The Three of Swords is going to be not the best communication coming back. It's going to be a very cutting type feel to it, right? And then the Two of Wands, I think they're going to sort of sit back and wait for your reply. I don't think that they're going to force a situation, or I don't think they're going to force the issue. They're not going to just go, you need to do this right now. I think they're going to lay down what they have to say, and then they're going to back off, and And the Two of Wands, that domain, they're going to back off a bit and let you react. Again, they're not going to force something. So they're going to feel like they need to force something. They're going to feel a lot like that. Nobody has a Three of Swords communication, a direct, hard-hitting communication of the Three of Swords. Nobody does that and doesn't want to force you to do something. The reason they did that is because they're passionate about it. The Two of Wands says they're not going to do that. They're going to back off and let you go. They're back off and say, whoop, all right, what is HV going to do? What is HV going to do? Let's find out. Let's find out. And I think they're doing that because they know the next move. So they think they're playing chess, but it's more like checkers. I just don't see that they're that good at the situation. I don't think that they're going to win the situation. Again, they think they're smarter than they are. I mean, you see that across this entire thing. You think they're smarter than they are. And the Knight of Wands points to this very aloof person that just goes and does things with no thought of what comes next. And that's not what you do in chess. Deborah, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. If you have a question, let me know. Post it somewhere. But yeah, I don't think they're good at chess. I don't think they're good at chess. I think the direct communication is designed to get a reaction from you, and then they're going to sit back and watch. So let us know how all of that goes. That sounds like a quite interesting situation there. Hasty. General reading. All right, let's find out what Mom Bear's thing. And by the way, we are back into the green screen. So we are actively on the green screen. We just covered it up. We sort of hit it. So look. Whoa, that. You know what causes that, by the way, in case you ever have a green screen? That is called too much of the warm light. So once I get rid of that warm light, now it looks much better. This will be a tarot card. The remote control for the lights. By the way, these are $30. These lights are $30 and they come with a remote. How cool is that? You can't get better than that. Only thing better than that is a green screen hand. That is better. But other than that, there's nothing better. Will Edward the Sagittarius ever reach out to me again? How does he feel about my text? Deborah, if you text me, I would love it. I'd feel wonderful if you text me. I'm just saying. Earthlings are a weird species. That is good. That's good. I like being weird. I would say that I'm definitely a weird species. I am an earthling. Let's find out about that. What crosses you? There we go. Lori, hello. How's it going? And the gray alien person, how is it going? I'm glad that you got that right, and you're not trying to say that you're a green alien. You're gray. That's right. As we learned from the X-Files, by the way, they're not green, they're gray. I mean, X-Files started that. That's been around since the 50s. I think everybody gets that by now. So that's good that we sort of clarified that. You got to clarify that. Do you do the weather on that too? I could. There are showers coming in today. It rained all day. All right. So what do we have for the past? So Mom Bear, general reading. The past, I believe that you had a lot better situation than you do now. So you did have peace in the past. I think some of the situation that you have with your small family on the side that's not living with you is sort of bothering you, and a lot of things are happening with that. You had peace before. I think before this situation started, before things sort of started warming up, I believe that you had a fairly peaceful place. I think you were in a pretty good place. And then you had a bit of a drama sneak in. And I think that you have that over your life. I think that you have periods to where, X-Files was my favorite show too. I love the X-Files. I actually bought, Audible has X-Files audio books to where they actually have Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny acting in it with the audiobook. Queen Libra wants a general income. We'll find out about that in a minute. By the way, Queen Libra, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. All right. So I do believe that you've had situations like that to where you have a good situation, then you have a bad situation. So you have that back and forth contrast throughout your life. There's not really one particular thing in your life or a particular time in your life where everything was perfect for a long period of time. I believe you have the ups and downs as far as it concerns. This is the past. The future, I think that you do have a bit of more adventure, more of a fun time coming. I think some things are going to get resolved. So what is above you is, I think, a communication is going to happen that is going to resolve some of the situations that you're currently in, some of the things that are not peaceful, some of the things that are a bit dramatic. I think you're going to have a communication that fixes that. I think in a previous reading, I told you that the girlfriend would leave. So I sort of maybe pointing to that as sort of this action card below. I think that's one of the things you'd like to happen is that situation resolve and maybe that person to leave and whatnot. So let's see, a general sort of thing that's sort of going on. I think you're trying to find a settled place within your emotions. You're trying to figure out where in your emotions, where you can sort of be, that you can be settled, that you can not be worried, that you cannot be, concerned about things. And I think that's where you sort of want to be, in that peaceful place to where you're sort of riding above the emotions. You're not too deep into those. You're not lost within those. There's not a lot of drama going on. I think you're trying to get to that. What crosses you is you feel like almost a lack of home or a lack of community. And, you know, a lot of this is going on as far as that's concerned. So you just feel a lack of community or a lack of that togetherness that you've had before. And that's something that you sort of look to get. The general advice is to don't try to puppet. In other words, don't try to micromanage. Don't try to puppet people or control people. Micromanaging in your situation is not going to do you good. And we have the puppeteer here, by the way, in case you can't see him, he's right there. The cute little puppeteer there, not exactly the best puppeteer, but he is a puppeteer no less. And it's a situation where you need to sort of not do that. Not do that is not going to be good for you. That's not going to be sort of a good thing for you. External influences, I do believe that you could use that community, that sense of community, that sense of that you had before that would really sort of benefit you a lot, but you just don't have that. It's something that you really need. Hopes and fears, I think that you're looking again for that emotional stability, and the outcome, I believe, is going to be factors beyond your control sort of swoop in and take care of some things. I don't think it's going to be a lot of things. I don't think everything's going to be magically fixed, of course, but I think, again, some things that are out of your control come back into your control soon, and I don't think that's going to be a big thing for you, and it's going to be more beneficial than anything else as far as that's concerned. Anyway, that is the green screen. You can never read this deck. Well, you gotta play with it. You gotta gently approach it. You have to gently approach it. Oh, look at that private reading spam, because I left it up. Look at that private reading spam. Look at that. Private readings, by the way, $30 for 20 minutes. Oh my God, how cheap is that? That is the cheapest I've ever seen. It's cheap because I love reading tarot. I love reading tarot. I could read tarot all day. I really could. I think I need to retire and read tarot. Unfortunately, I wouldn't make any money. But that's okay. That is okay. Well, not make any money, that's okay. So I'm a software developer. I don't think I'm going to be making software developer money doing tarot. But you never know. You never know. Maybe I'll appear on TV or something. Something just magically happens there. As far as decks are concerned, by the way, once I get rid of that spam, sorry about that. As far as decks are concerned, with the Hermetic Tarot, it's a nice black and white. Yes, I do have a complete Thoth course to where I explain every single card and I give a sample readings. How cool is that? So if you're confused, you're like, okay, you just gave me okay, let me go on a rant here. I dislike tutorials on YouTube where they tell you the definition of the card and then they move to the next card. I think you should stop, take a break, and show me an example of what's happening with that. So in other words, if you explain this card here, I think after you've done explaining it, you should use it in a reading. And you should show me an example of what you mean. And I'd love to see that. But very few people do that. So that's why I did it, because I was like, you gave me a definition, but now I don't know the context. And if you do like Lenormand, context is everything. Context is everything in Lenormand. That's one of those things. By the way, Lenormand readings Sunday morning and night. That's coming up. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm all excited. So, all right, here we have the washed out text because the light is too bright, apparently. So let me fix that real quick. Sorry about that. I did bump the gain. That's still washed out. Whatever. Let's move on. What's the question? It is Queen Libra. We need to find out. Oh, no, Deborah. Sorry, Deborah. I'm not going to skip you, I swear. Deborah wants to know, will my Edward... Ooh, that's a good name. I think my tarot deck should be called Edward. The Edward Tarot. What do you think? DV... Will Ed ever reach out to me again? And what does he feel about my text? So let's find out with old Ed. Lord of Abandoned Success. That's not looking good. We do have the Six of Wands in the universe later. Oh, really? Okay, you're going to do that. That's fine. So the Eight of Cups. Yeah, will they ever reach out to you again? Not soon. So you need to sort of give them some time and space. Give them some time and space. The Edwardian, ooh, Haley, you get credit for the title. Haley gets credit. That look, oh, that is just magic right there. Haley, that's magic. I'm just telling you. So 8 of Cups, you abandon success. And part of this, and it's critical, is this just creeping Saturn into there. And Saturn separates, as we know, but Saturn also introduces delays. Saturn introduces those delays. And you're looking at, by the way, a delay if they ever reach out to you. Again, I think bottom line is you're going to have to reach out to them. The Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, I don't think that they're going to be reaching out to you. I think that you would eventually need to reach out to them. And it sounds like you already did with the text. And you have that chariot motion to where you're trying to get what you had before. Yasini wants to know how to get a reading. I wonder, all right, look at this. Private readings. You email me at the email in the description, and we will hook you up with a private reading. So I do think the Chariot, you're making that call. You're making that movement. You're moving forward. And I think as you're moving forward, you're sort of not making much progress. Daphne, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, the Cancer. That's right, Daphne. I remember the Cancer's feeling about me in reconciliation. So, yeah, you're making that move, and I think that you're making that move, and it's too early. You're going to have to relax. You got to wait. Ama, welcome. I posted your video, Ama. I hope you saw it. Let me check. Did you comment on it? Let me find out. I'm on Rita S's videos. Rita, you need to post a video. Wednesday Night Catch-Up has... Oh, no. Okay. Well, there's that. Okay. So Wednesday Night Catch-Up, which it didn't get answered. Yes, Ama, it did. I posted a video. Go to my videos, hit that subscribe button, go to my videos, and it's there. Go there, and I answered it within that video. So yeah, we do have the couple of nights. You're gonna have to be doing a lot of that. And again, take a break. Let them have some space. Will it get reconciled? Will they reach out to you again? Probably it's going to be a long time. You're going to have to reach out to them, but give them a break. Universe and 6 of Wands does say that things are going to get reconciled. Things are going to get worked out. I don't think they're going to get worked out in the way that you want them to get worked out, but they will get worked out. So go check that out. I think it's going to be okay. I think everything's going to be all right. You just got to give it some time. Don't crowd them, and let them get that recovery process. Let them move past that and all that good stuff. So let's see. Did Ama get my message? Ama, check my videos. I posted it a while back. Okay. There you go. Ama X, check my videos. I posted that a while back, and I did post it. You should be good. We got it going on there. Okay. So that is Deborah. Now we're going to Queen Libra. A general reading, especially income. All right. So we'll stick on the screen for now. That is QL. About income. All right. Why did I put a question mark on that? A general reading about income. What is a good income deck? I'm thinking I don't know. The This Might Hurt Tarot. You can't really go wrong with the This Might Hurt Tarot. Unless it hurts. And then you can go wrong with the This Might Hurt Tarot. All right. Let's find out about all this stuff. And about income. I hope the income fixes itself. I hope we get some good cards. Maybe an Ace of Pentacles, a 3 of Pentacles, an 8 of Pentacles. Something that would be good. Maybe a 10 or 9 of Pentacles would be great for getting some income. Let's find out. So where is Queen Libra? Are you currently employed? Let me know. Figure out if you're currently employed or not. Let us know. Tarot in Wonderland. That is a good suggestion. We'll use that next. Okay. Let's find out about Queen Libra. Let us know if you're currently working. Whoa. What the? Okay. This may indeed hurt. Tarot. So, I'm going to wait for Queen Libra to let me know if they're working or not right now. We do have some interesting things coming up for sure. 4 and 9 of swords. Been a court case Tuesday for income-like settlement. Okay. Okay. Entertainment purposes, by the way. Never take what a random Virgo on YouTube says to be factual information, nor legal advice, nor court advice, nor any sort of advice whatsoever. The 4 of Swords, I do think that you're losing sleep over this. I do think this is concerning for you as far as the court case goes. And I do think that you're sort of concerned about it. I think a lot of things with your intuition. Jade, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I do think a lot of things with your intuition are a bit off because of this court case. I think that the court case is really sort of wearing you down. I think a lot of things you're sort of trying to figure out, and a lot of is resting on this sort of working out towards your favor. And I think a lot of things are sort of resting on this working out. I think a lot of you really need this to work out in your favor. Again, you sort of have the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords combination, a lot of worry. So it is something concerning. I mean, you sort of concerned about this is quite a bit. I do think that you're going to get some win in the court case. We do have the 5 of Swords and the World combination. I think that Ramon, yes, donations are still open. Thank you for joining us. I greatly appreciate hanging out with us. The 5 of Swords upside down, defeat, the Lord of Defeat reversed. I think what's going to happen is you're going to get some news that's good. And news that's good. I think you're going to get some income. Again, the 5 of Swords and the World combination. So that combination is good for you. I think it's going to be good news coming in. But then we end with the 5 of Pentacles, sort of pointing to, I don't think it's going to be as much as you hope for, as much as you're shooting for. I don't think everything is going to work out extremely well in your favor, but I do think that you have something coming in your favor. Again, this is a weird combination, right? We have the World, we have multiple opportunities, we have a great sort of good news, the 5 of Swords defeat reversed. Again, good news coming in. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles sort of ending off the reading, meaning that you're not going to get everything that you want. So some things, it's almost like that you have multiple things moving around, right? So let's say we have playing cards. We have 4 playing cards moving around, and you're hoping that you'll get all 4 of these. But I think this one you're not going to get, and that one you're not going to get, but you are going to get these. So, but you sort of really wanted these. So there's some things that you really wanted, some things that you are worried about, some things you are concerned about that you're not going to get, but you are going to get something. So I think that is going to be, so basically the bottom line is don't worry so much. Don't let it concern you. Let the people that are experts, the lawyers, the judge, the people that are expert that do this for a living, let them do their job. And I think that they know what they're doing. I think that they're going to do it well. But that said, I don't really think that it's possible for you to get everything, for you to get the ultimate win, for you to roll out of court and go, yes, I got it. Like in the movies. So the movies always show people rolling out of court, and it's either black and white. It's you won everything or you lost everything. But in reality, court cases are gray. So you have that a little bit of the good, a little bit of the bad, and I think that's what you're in for. So that is how it's going to go. Ama, how's your BP? It's great. It's great tonight. I'm rocking the house. I forgot to take my medication, which was a poor decision, but I literally forgot. And Ramon, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So Daphne wants an update about the cancer's feelings about her. All right. Okay, let's do DM. Feelings about me. All right, so let's find out about the cancer's feelings about you. And a good deck for that, by the way. Oh, what would it be? What do you think, everyone? I'm thinking the Victorian Romantic would be fantastic for that. Where is my Victorian Romantic? It is somewhere. Here we go. Love the Victorian Romantic. So I continue talking to a Taurus. What just happened? Oh. The Victorian Romantic appears to be dysfunctional. That graphic is quite dysfunctional. I forgot to take my meds today too. I hope they're not psychotropic medications. If you forget to take your meds, I hope it's not a psychotropic, because that would be bad. We're going to do Tarot in Wonderland. That is coming. This is a Tarot Wonderland tease. I pulled up this graphic, which, by the way, is extremely large, and it's sideways. It's sideways. So that is poor planning on my part as far as getting the graphic and not making it sideways. But I will do that, as well as get a PayPal set up so that you can donate if you're not in a country that supports the chat. Anyway, so Cancer's feelings about you. I think they're sort of rolling back. I think it's sort of rolling back your way. We have the Two of Cups and the Lovers, which are out of focus. Big time out of focus. Let me manually focus this. Is it better or worse? Oh, look at that's tack sharp right there. That's beautiful. So, yeah, a little bit too much light in here. I think I bumped the light up a bit too much. So anyway, so yeah, we do have thyroid mad. So I'm not sure if that's good or bad. But yeah, we do have the Two of Cups and the Lovers indicating that things are going to go better. Things are going to improve. So the Cancer's feelings about you, I think, are coming about. They're coming about and they are improving over time. We do have the Five of Pentacles sort of within that, though. Is it going to be something to where they're going to be back to where you wanted them, or going to be restored back to a magical place before everything happened? I really don't see that. But the Two of Cups and the Lovers does mean that they are coming around. They are slowly, progressively coming around. I do think the Four of Cups, this person's almost being assailed by the various women here. I think that, again, that they have some stuff going on. There's some other things happening that are out of your control or out of your knowledge. So I believe this was, so Daphne, correct me if I'm wrong. Was this somebody that you had a relationship with previously, and then you were trying to get the relationship started again or something? Or you're trying to communicate with them, but they weren't communicating back? Or I believe there's some drama involved or something like that. So I'm not really sure if that was yours or not. Let me know. But basically, yeah, I think they have some stuff going on. There's some various things going on. Do have the guy sort of getting, getting quite a bit of attention from the ladies. So it does have a bit of that, but I think they're coming around. I think they're coming around back to you. I believe that the Two of Cups and the Lovers means that it will work out in your favor. It's something sort of moving along. Is this something immediate? No, but yeah. Okay, Daphne. Yeah, he was hot and cold family drama. Right. Yeah, so it is still going on. It's not fixed. It's not something that's resolved right now, but I believe they're coming back. I believe everything will get fixed up. I don't think you have to worry about it for long. I don't think you're looking at like a long span of time to do that. Anyway, let's see. Feedback. My friend lent money with some conditions. As you told me, it took 2 weeks. Well, that's good. I felt a tingling through my whole body. Miriam, welcome. I'm glad that you're feeling a tingling through your whole body while watching me. I mean, I assume that's okay. I assume that's good. I assume that's good. I'm just going to say. Am I wrong for abandoning a friend? Let's see. Is that a friend? Am I wrong for abandoning a friendship? Am I wrong for abandoning a friend? Supposed to take ginkgo biloba. I remember hearing about that, but I'm not sure what that does. I'm sure it does something good, otherwise you wouldn't be taking it. But that said, we did everybody wanted the Tarot in Wonderland, I have to say. By the way, Eugene Smith did the Tarot in Wonderland, and he's also doing the next big tarot, which is coming, the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. I'm excited. It's not coming until September, so I'm not sure why I'm hyping it right now. But we'll see. Okay, so just put my feet to my head. I thought maybe it was something from the universe. I don't know. Maybe it's because you're watching the channel. Maybe it's because of Joe. When I see Joe's comments, I get a feeling. I get a tingling throughout my body because Joe's here. And Joe is always welcome here. I appreciate Joe joining. Click on that. It's an herbal supplement. Okay, cool. So, are you wrong? We'll do one more. Are you wrong with abandoning a friend? I'm going to say no. I mean, we do have the devil sort of creeping up within the reading. This is quite an interesting place for them. I do believe that we have the Hanged Man. I think that they've changed. I don't think that they're the same person that they were before. It's almost like something happened and they've changed, and things have changed, matters have changed, their opinions have changed. The Hanged Man, they're in a different place, and they seem to be a bit changed as far as that's concerned. Let's see, we're ending soon, by the way. Ending soon, last question. Let me move this up so you can actually see it. There we go. But I believe that they've gone through some sort of a transition into other places. The Two of Wands says that it was unexpected. I don't think that they had planned to be in the place that they are. I don't think that this was a planned matter that they transitioned into this other place, but they have. The Sun indicates that they're sort of really looking at this as a positive situation. Is it positive for you? No. Is it positive for them? They think so. They think so. Is this positive for them? They think so. Is it really positive? Objectively positive? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. We have the Devil as the next card. I think the transition they went to, the thing that they did, the things that happened across the spectrum is something that they shouldn't have done, or they shouldn't have thought about it. They shouldn't have sort of moved in that direction. The Devil points to just a bad influence. They have a bad influence that sort of unexpectedly moved them in these directions. The Queen of Pentacles basically says, yeah, keep your distance. The Queen of Pentacles is a very paranoid card. It's a very extremely cautious person. And I think that's you. I think that's you, and that's going to be a good thing, because is this something you want to deal with? Absolutely not. Is this something the devil sort of crept in? Not literally the devil, but sort of a bad influence has crept in, yes. And that change is not going to be beneficial to you, but they think it's great. They think it's fantastic. Is it? Is it really? Why would you do that? Anyway, okay, we're still talking about my solar plexus are all messed up. And we have a tingling. Everyone in chat is tingling. Now, this is new. That is brand new. By the way, last question. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. Last question. Should I continue talking to a Taurus that I met online? Ooh. Should I continue talking to a Taurus that I met online? What is a good one for that? I'm thinking the wheel. I'm thinking the wheel would be fantastic for this. I have so many decks. I have so many decks that we need to use. I need to break open some of these. Do some research on chakras. Okay. Does my ex still love me? Assel, welcome. How is it going? I see a lot of you in other streams. That's awesome. I think it's awesome we have such a great community. Everybody hangs out together. Everybody's in each other's streams, and we all support each other. I think it's really cool. There's not really a community like this anywhere else. I'm just saying. I've been in other communities, with the magic community especially, and it does not look like that. It does not look like that at all. It just doesn't. There's lots of drama in other communities, but in ours, everybody's cool and everybody's nice. So I really like it. I really like the support and people hanging out with me, also going to hang out with other people and other streams. I really appreciate that. Sally Ann, welcome. Thank you so much. And Joe, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And Azel, thank you for joining me as well. I appreciate everyone hanging out. So the question is, should I continue talking to someone that I met online? The Three of Cups says you do enjoy talking to them. You do enjoy talking to them. I think this is somebody that you really like. I think this is somebody that you really trust as well. Even though you met them online, we have that Emperor feel. I believe this is someone that you trust, someone that you think has a lot of positive things going for them, and you really think that there's somebody that you can get in tune with, somebody that's really going to be fun to hang out with, and you think it's somebody that has some possibilities. The Emperor knows what they're doing. The Emperor is a great card. Emperor is a fantastic card. And the Three of Cups says you do enjoy talking to them. This is something beneficial for you. This is something that you enjoy. You like talking to them. You look forward to doing it. And the Hanged Man says as well that, well, let's look at the future here. Oh, well, that is interesting. So we'll pull a card for the Queen. We'll pull a card for the King. Well, now, so we have an interesting combination. So this sort of points to the future of should you continue talking to him? If you do continue talking to him, sort of what happens. And we're moving into the space of the Hanged Man. I think that the relationship changes. I think things change around a little bit. Is that good news? Maybe not. Is that good news? Maybe. Maybe. I think things start morphing and changing like the mighty morphing Power Rangers within the conversation. And I think it's coming fairly soon. So the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups combination, I think that there's a bit of a disconnect between you two. There comes a point, I think, to where you need to meet the person to sort of get a feel and get your intuition in tune with what, again, entertainment purposes only. Don't go meet this person. Don't go meet this person. Entertainment purposes only. But anyway, I think there's this time to where you're talking to somebody online to where if you haven't met them yet, if you haven't talked to them in person yet, all of a sudden this weird vibe kicks in. It kicks in. And I think that's what's going to happen. The weird vibe kicks in. You're like, why? You know, should I really trust this person? They haven't met me. I haven't met them. I really don't know. And the weird hanged man vibe kicks in and it causes a bit of a disconnect. And that's just how online relationships go, basically. You have that. There's not much recovery from that. Basically, that's what we got. We got this disconnect, got this weird disconnect here, and then this Nine of Wheels. I think you try to recover the situation. You try to make it not awkward, but it's really awkward, and it really gets really awkward. So, again, don't take that as a suggestion for meeting this person in person. Never, ever go and meet someone that you randomly met online in person. That's not a good idea. So don't do it. But that's just the way it turns out. So, but I think you do have a lot of respect. I do think that you look up to this person. I do think it's a good person. I think it's an interesting person. But it just gets weird. And at that point, you have to sort of make a decision. And that's basically what's coming. So that, again, is for entertainment purposes. Please, God, never, ever meet someone in person that you just met randomly online. So, and nor did I recommend that. So, with that said, that is the last reading. Thank you so much for being here. We had almost 60 people. At one point. So, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hanging out with me and just chilling with TarotOracle. I will see you tomorrow night.